Please read the disclaimer. XRP, are we at the bottom or the top? Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, money makers. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Hanukkah is over, so no more Hanukkah. But the question is, going into 2026, are we did we hit the top, right? Or are we maybe right now at the bottom? This is a little bit what we're going to talk about in this video today. I'm going to give you some data. I'm going to give you some graphs. I'm going to give you some positive stuff. I'm going to give you some negative stuff because this is how I roll. I give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. The only thing I ask from you is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Smishity smash that like button for XRP. Let's try to get 1,000 likes on this video for XRP. I know you guys can do it. Okay, now let's get into it. Currently, XRP is sitting at, where is it? $1.88. XRP down 0.79% on the day. XRP on the 4-hour chart, you can hear, is at the bottom of the stochastic RSI. We did not get a crossover on the 1348 EMA for XRP. As you can see, when it was about to cross over, we saw a little bit of a pullback. It wasn't just XRP. You can see that Bitcoin hits the trend line here and pull back as well. Ethereum again under 3,000 level. Interestingly, Ethereum and Bitcoin there did get the crossover, but now we came back. And listen, on these kinds of weeks where I don't know how many views this video is going to get just because the XRP community is checked out. And those of you that are watching, hello. But most of the community is checked out, is not interested right now in crypto. If a couple reasons, it hasn't been that exciting price action. I understand. And second is people are traveling, they're with their families, they're, taking time off, and crypto is the last thing that they have on their mind. So when you have those things together, it's very easy for the crypto market to be manipulated by the algos because algos don't have holidays. And there's many places around the world, by the way, that it's not Christmas, right? And people are not celebrating Christmas. There's a few billion people out there that don't celebrate Christmas. So there's, still going to be people that are trading, just less than normal. And so when you have that kind of situation, it's easy to manipulate the price action on low volume. So if you are dabbling with short-term day trades and things like that, just be very careful how you want to approach that, okay? Because things can get, fast and furious very in an instant, but then go the other way. So just be careful with that. But I don't know if that's going to happen, but I've seen in the past where we have these like holidays and suddenly there's a pop and then it's the whole pop sells off. Okay, so just be careful with that. As always, I want to remind you that this video is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Very important. Also, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and you can see lots of red here, but not too not too bad, not too yellow, not too green. The roller coaster continues in the crypto markets. And listen, when you look at the data, okay, so now we're going to look at some data. I know you all find data very sexy. Spot XRP ETFs has extended their green streak to 6 straight weeks with a cumulative inflow now exceeding 1.2 billion. So with all that's been going on in the crypto market and the pullback that we've seen since the XRP ETFs have been introduced, right? And the fact that the price is down, and yet there's still inflows on the XRP ETF. So people are buying the dip, people are interested. It's just not yet affecting the price of XRP. Or you could say that maybe it is affecting the price of XRP, that theoretically maybe XRP should have been a lot lower than it is now, but because of the XRP ETFs, it's holding afloat while maybe other assets in the market are selling off more aggressively. So that could be the situation. We don't know what could have been if there was no XRP ETFs. But it is an interesting situation. And listen, Bitcoin set for its weakest quarter 4 in 7 years. Bitcoin has recorded minus 22.5 monthly return so far for this quarter. Again, my theory is that this is the aftermath of October 10th, that although Bitcoin did not fall hard on October 10th, we are now experiencing the aftermath of the fact that these potential market makers got hit significantly and at the time didn't have to unwind, but in the weeks later, their creditors and whoever they owed money to are calling up and saying, hey, where are the assets? Where's the money? And so now they're having to sell other assets in order to cover those assets that were lost or that were not covered in a significant way. So this is, not what was expected at all from this quarter. But we knew coming in that there was a possibility that it wouldn't go the way we wanted, just because, again, this cycle has been different. New all-time high for Bitcoin prior to having that had never happened before. The money markets were delayed, and a lot of people, again, are looking at the new quarter coming up in just a week or so to potentially be good times coming. We'll see. Listen, XRP sentiment just hit extreme fear levels. Historically, this marks bottom territory, where bounces begin and disbelief rallies are born. Every major XRP surge over the past year started from this zone. Smart money watches pain, then they load. I saw this, and altcoin dominance monthly RSI has reached an all-time low. Absolutely brutal, right? So you have all these things that are happening. And when I think of this, I say to myself, it doesn't make sense to me when I'm looking at the graph and I'm looking at where we are, that we're at extreme fear. We might be at the worst kind of vibe in the crypto markets since FTX, but even then, like, people were still very optimistic. Oh, by the way, I'm seeing in the comment section again, suddenly XRP is a scam and all kind of comments like that. These kind of comments come from the bots that are wanting people to see these kind of comments and think, oh, other people may think this way and that way. And these bots are probably shorting the current situation. Usually that happens when we're not actually in a downtrend, right? So when we feels like we might be at the ends, but we're not. And I just don't think that we're going to feel like this, right, when we're so close to an all-time high. What do I mean by that? I mean that usually, right, you don't feel this bad before the sell-off continues, right? Usually when a big sell-off starts, you were euphoric, right? There was a sell-off, people were still euphoric, right? And they're like, okay, no, it's just a little bit of a pullback. And then it continues to sell off, and there's everything that comes from that. But we're not there. We've been for about 2-3 months in a state of this market is terrible. I can't believe it, right? And we haven't been in euphoria, right? So it's very confusing because when you look at the technical stuff, we look at the weekly chart, we say, oh, there was a sell signal. And usually when that has happened in the past, Bitcoin crypto has sold off of that, right? XRP is a little bit different, as you can see. But we are at a sentiment, and also Ethereum is a little bit different. But we are at a sentiment that is so low that it's hard for me to believe that we're actually going to see a continuation of this sell-off long term, okay? Meaning that this is the highest the crypto market prices are ever going to be, and from here it's only downtrend. No, I don't think that that's going to happen. I think that, like always, the crypto market will have its ups and downs, but long term, I look at all the factors, I look at all the things that are happening, I look at XRP, I forgot, I made a video yesterday and someone pointed out in the comment section, XRP also got a banking license, like there's Ripple, sorry, got a banking license. There's a lot of things that are going on for XRP, for Ripple, for crypto. And to think that we might be at, the bottom, it just feels not right. Again, maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe we'll go on a few weeks run up and then we'll go on a sell off. Anything can happen. Okay. So we have to be ready for all the possible scenarios. We have to be ready for all the ups and the downs. Okay. So that's very, very important to remember. Okay. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, now's the time to do so. Did you smash the like button? Are we at 1,000 likes? Maybe you can be number 1,000. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.